Giant Stadium here in Kansas City.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon.
And we are underway from Kansas City. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Right to the air, here is Goff.
And his first pass is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat when he's taken down right after. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Goff now looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's right.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now a first down throw. Gone. Complete to Wright.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool him with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Again, Goff.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Brock Wright
from 6 yards away.
And the Lions are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover
so
on
they'd have to
down.
figure it out, but still, that'd be dangerous.
Kyle
Shanahan and Aaron Rodgers, it's kind of full circle. Aaron thought he was going to San Francisco. Alex Smith went there.
They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball well. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position.
Confirmed to go to the AFC.
I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go
I mean,
for
Kirby
it on
Joseph,
offense,
I don't
but in
think
this
he can still
situation,
sleep at night.
I don't know that there's any risk man, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
JB, what do you think of this whole thing?
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Aaron Rodgers is holding you guys hostage. Green Bay, you're holding him hostage. Everyone wants to be separated, but everyone also wants to be compensated for what they're giving up or getting rid of. But at the end of the day, like, just move on. It's like that ex-girlfriend. You just gotta move on.
I agree, man. Just get it over with. And I don't even think, to be honest with you, I don't think the Niners are serious players in this whole thing. I really don't. I think Trey Lance has lost all faith from that locker room. Rightfully so or not, it doesn't matter to me. Brock Purdy clearly has the years of everybody in the team. So as soon as he's ready, I'd imagine they're going to roll out Brock Purdy, and that hurts me a little bit. Like, imagine being as San Francisco 49ers, and you know you're good enough to win. You know it. Right. You got the coach, you got the roster, you got the GM.
Second and 1, and people
just
want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw.
Jimmy G stays healthy. They have a chance to beat the Eagles in the championship game if he had a normal season. Right. I mean, they have a chance. Even Purdy, if he is not injured, I'm not saying they beat Philly 30, but they at least have a chance.
It'll be a different game, yes.
That's all they need. And yet it's so difficult, and that's why I laugh at the golf conversation. Like, Bill's team, if the coach is legit, you can win with an average quarterback. I've seen it all my life.
Good push up front.
And it's so easy to go from Jared Goff to Zach Wilson, from Jared Goff to Trey Lance, like that. And you know who's shopping their first-round quarterback? The New England Patriots. And I can't believe it. You want to talk about a team that just doesn't get offense? Bill, you need help, dude. And Bill O'Brien, I don't know what the hell you're doing. I know you're trying to get your chance back in the NFL to try and get a head coaching job. But dude, tell Bill Belichick what the fuck is wrong with you. I'm not saying I love Mac Jones. He's not my cup of tea. But to sit there and act like he's the problem when you made Matt Patricia the offensive coordinator last year and he had a significant dip compared to his rookie year, fuck you.
You know what this speaks more of, too? With the 49ers signing Sam Darnold, and now they're in, it's been reported they would pursue Aaron. This kind of says more to me about how Kyle and Lynch feel more so about probably Trey Lance. Like, if you had to go get Sam, and now you're looking at Aaron.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play
what's going on?
We're going to
you got
get
Brock Purdy, you got Trey Lance, you got 3 quarterbacks on the roster, and you're trying to go up here at Rodgers.
In this first
Listen,
half.
I'm not out on Trey Lance, but it is concerning. I mean, this kind of tells you what they think.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. They run out of the gun with Swift.
If you're the GM of the New York Jets, why don't you pick up the phone? Because you draft well. We all know. You know how to draft. You've done well the last 2 years. Why don't you pick up the phone? You offer the 13th overall pick. You offer next year's first round pick. You offer a future fourth. And you say, Lamar, we're going to sign you to a 5-year, $230, $240 million contract, 70 to 90% guarantee. Why don't you make that call? That way you extend your runway as a contender. And Lamar will have a top 10 defense like you know he had. And you know Lamar wins with that kind of defense, 75% of his games. Like, why isn't that being talked about enough? Why? Look, I don't think it's going to happen. They've already signed Lazard. They're clearly going after all his buddies. I just don't get this infatuation with Aaron Rodgers as if he could carry you over the top of New York when he couldn't do it with a top 10 defense for 3 years and a top 5 offense. With Devontae Adams, that defense met LaFleur 13-3 for 3 consecutive years. He couldn't get you over the hump then. What's it going to take now?
And you're going to a significantly better conference. So
oh, yeah.
At that end of play. Like, so
I just don't know why you don't do it. Again, if I was the GM of the Jets, my job is on the fucking line, man. I fucked up by drafting Zach Wilson. That's a fuck up. And the only reason I'm still around is because I've drafted really well. And now I need to show playoff success. Right? Even keep my job. If you're going to pay a first-round pick, that's a big if here. If you're giving up a first for Aaron, give up another one and get a guy that's 10 years younger who probably has
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And a short kick taken about the 16. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They bring it back the next year. They bring back someone who falls apart.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Mahomes firing complete, and he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's the best case scenario. Florida Settlers will check out to summer coach. He's one of the team coordinator after Glenn leaves next summer to South Florida. I would love that. If Aaron Rodgers is available, I would love that.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Nicole Hardman, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point by Booker is on target. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. There's gone. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trap to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Connecting here with DJ Shark. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We'll get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On the keeper, here's Goff.
Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Goff.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon.
Save it. It's a lie. It's a bunch of bullshit is what it is.
We saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
You have to put your arms around this football team this year. You have to. And even if it means they disappoint you, or they fail, or they underachieve.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. On the ground and Swift to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit.
Don't increase for the Lions once the NFL
into the future and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them.
I don't want to hear you're being set up. If they fail, that is their fault. If they underachieve, that is their fault. That is not your fault.
It's the Lions holding on to the football. They also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
It has nothing to do with anything that you think or feel. So, yeah, I don't believe they're being set up for failure. You Detroit Lions fans are
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
You are expecting any
Goff now to
legitimate
throw.
franchise.
He's got it to Williams.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's upgraded their secondary
that's a big pickup for a first down
added
because when
Cameron
you run a
Sutton,
drag
added
route
Emmanuel
against zone,
Mosley,
you're
added
sometimes
C.J.
asking for trouble
Gardner-Johnson.
because you might
You're
run
going
into
to
a
add
defender.
likely at
Well,
least
there they
one
ran into a
defensive
first
player in the
down.
top 18
Executed it to
of the upcoming
perfection.
NFL draft. Yeah, I think you're going to be better. Oh, you also have one of the best up-and-coming offensive players. Oh, a top 10 offense likely next season.
They will run
I
straight
don't
home
think
with
you're
Swift.
being set up.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like that run right
It's
there.
a good ride.
Not the
You're probably
flashiest
going to win
run,
10,
not the
11,
one that's
12
gonna break
football
for big
games.
yards,
You're going
but
to win
he
the division for the
understands
first time in 3
situation.
decades.
And taking
And
care of
that's what's going
football,
to happen.
paramount, he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead. You're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
It'll be because of this football
Consecutive
team
runs
not
of
being
6
able to
yards gives him a
that is
first and 10.
expected. So yeah, I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Lions fans,
lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
So when your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
I think you nailed it.
Nothing else. They've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. From the gun, here's Swift. And some room for over. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside
Dan
the
Campbell,
20.
after starting 1-6, going 8-2 down the stretch, beating Green Bay and Lambeau, almost making the playoffs. If it wasn't for what Seattle did and what the Rams couldn't do.
Running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
Disappointment, it won't be because you're set up for disappointment. It'll be because of something else. The Lions are built to win.
C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we not the ride nobody wave. We're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with the leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gon' know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless.